back, welcome back, I am back. Hello everybody, it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. For you to come and watch me end off this season. This should be our last game. Number 12 on the season, because we are not playing at Hawaii, so we do not get a 13th game. Yep, and here we are. After taking on Florida Atlantic, where they gave us a decent amount of shockers, here we are. We got Florida International this week, and we are at a very good crossroads this season, where us and UAB are both side by side, ready to go and win this thing. Things are gonna come to a head. We're gonna get a game of the week. Hopefully, it can go better than our last game of the week against Notre Dame. If you saw that video, you saw it. If you did not see that video, you do not have to go back and watch it. You do not have to go do that. Just know it's been talked about, and just know things didn't go our way. All right, and right here, I got to get Stern some more yards because I want to get that best running back trophy. Because I think these two are like neck and neck in terms of yards from scrimmage on the season. Enrique Doucette, that's a very good name. Very good name. But we're in the bracket along with UAB, and things are just very tight at the top of the bracket. At the SEC, ACC, the Pac-12, and the Big 12 represented currently, which is a little... Okay, so yeah, ACC would be going to the Orange Bowl. The next number 2, Big 12, would be going to the Cotton Bowl. Interesting. But it is what it is. But you got they're doing what they can, I guess. But let's see, we got us and UAB inside of here. Boise State is there, so things are holding slightly firm near at the top. Let's see how things end for everybody. And this also, we're trying to get ourselves to Michigan, so let's see how that last loss I forced on them affected the coach. Or did they not play that game yet? Did they not lose to Rutgers yet? Because that is something I need to happen in order for them to go down. Okay, yes, they lost to Rutgers, but coach isn't really impacted by that, but fuck it. Let's just let it run. Let's just let it be what it is. Conference standings, us and UAB, both one-loss teams. We are going for it. Their one loss is in conference, which maybe that was UTSA. I think that was UTSA that beat them. But let me recruit, then we shall get down to it.
Welcome, everyone, to PITBULL Stadium, just outside Miami and the home of the FIU Panthers. We are anxiously awaiting a battle as this fan base is ready to show everyone worldwide what FIU football is all about. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Marshall Thundering Herd, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to...
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On second down, wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. FIU pushing tempo. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Throws to the back. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the shot. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pedrino. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Discards a man. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Herd!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Makes the grab. It's Fernandez. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, it's Humphries. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to the air one more time. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Slams ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They weren't able to move them an inch on second down. Now it's third and goal. Trying to run it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. He's looking to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield is Humphries. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires one high and deep. Connection to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. FIU will line up to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3-ball from 43 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ricardo Silva Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Gutierrez. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
FIU pushing tempo. Wants to throw. It's Humphreys. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Panthers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tempo and overdrive. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. FIU mounting the threat in the red zone. From the gun to give, looking for room. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
He's looking for an open man on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, it's Humphries. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Marshall!
Touchdown, Marshall.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. From the gun, the running back has it. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The option look. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
The give on the inside. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. FIU pushing tempo.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw, it's Humphreys. Gets it out quickly. Sweet cut there. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it on the run. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out fast. Smashes ahead. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this? Unbelievable job. Scrambling around now, hitting the gas. Picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Looking to pass. It's Humphries. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
Well, I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the grab. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
With the catch, it's Fernandez. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout. Florida International.
FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Looking for a man, it's Humphreys. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.